Namaskar and welcome to my channel. My name is Amrita. I'm an emotional wellness and mindset coach. I help ordinary people achieve extraordinary results in their life. And if you are looking for some tips and guidance to help you achieve extraordinary results in your life, you have come to the right place. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about a habit which I feel is one of the most important habits to develop if you really want to have some clarity and, of course, success in life. I personally feel that clarity is very, very important for anything and everything, and this is one habit which can help you achieve that. I'm talking about journaling. I got introduced to this habit when I was very young. I think I was in my seventh or eighth grade since when I've been journaling. And if you feel that this is a long time, let me say I have not been consistent. And that's the reason probably why I can say with full confidence how journaling can help and how not journaling takes away a lot of clarity from your life. A human brain, a human mind has approximately 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. So if you can capture a few thoughts and put it into words and put it into hard paper in front of you, imagine the kind of clarity that you can get, because most of these thoughts, they just pass by. We don't even get to identify them. So yes, journaling, in my opinion, is a very, very important habit to develop. It helps you get clarity. It also helps you plan and understand yourself better. To me, I feel journaling is first for yourself. Most importantly, journaling will help you understand your thoughts and your mind, how you are perceiving things, how you are processing information, how you're processing your experiences in life. So yes, in my understanding, I would say journaling is first for yourself and then, of course, for other things. Nevertheless, journaling gives you clarity, it gives you better ability to plan, and most importantly, you get to understand yourself a lot better. I know a lot of people are averse to writing, and simply because of that, they don't get into the habit of journaling. But to your rescue, there are a lot of apps these days which you can download from Apple Store or Google Play Store, and you will get these options where there are so many ways you can start journaling. Okay, you can make these daily entries, you can save pictures to save the moment. So there are lots of features that these apps offer. But if you ask me, I personally prefer the conventional way of paper and pen. I'm an absolute hoarder of diaries and pens and stuff like that because I love journaling and I love writing. So I take my time to do my journaling every day, every single day. There are pros and cons for both digital and paper journalings. In terms of the advantages of digital way, I feel it takes less space, so it doesn't take physical space to keep your diaries and journals, so that's a big advantage. Also, there are apps which give you these options to save pictures. So instead of having a physical scrapbook where you are sticking pictures, in the apps, of course, it is much more convenient to save the picture. So that's a very good advantage of having a digital diary. The third advantage I would say is that it's very, very easy to go back to a certain day and check out what you have done on a particular day. It's very easy to locate the entries for a specific day, search for a specific day on digital diaries. Having said that, the paper and pen, the conventional way of journaling, also has its own set of pros. The first being that I think we all type faster, and we write slower than our typing speed. So this gives us a lot of time to think through our thoughts and take them out slowly into our, take them out on paper very slowly. So it gives you time to process your thoughts and write them down. It allows the flow of thoughts a lot more better. Secondly, I would say that paper and pen gives you a lot of scope to be creative. It gives you a lot of scope to customize whatever you want to write, whatever you want to say, in however you want to say. There is no rule. So there can be pictures, doodles, graphs, a scrapbook. So there's so many ways you can customize your paper diary. So yes, there are pros and cons of paper and digital journaling. If you talk about disadvantage, I would say the digital diary disadvantage is that first of all, you need access to the gadget, and secondly, I would say that most of these apps have some features and some have some other features. So you only get to work with the features which are available in that particular app, whereas physical diary of course gives you a lot of freedom. Another thing I would say is that the cons of the physical diary is that it takes up a lot of space. I know that because I'm a hoarder of diaries and pens. So yes, it takes up a lot of space. Keeping your old diaries, keeping your old notebooks in place, it occupies a lot of space. So yes, that's something I would say is a definite con for paper diaries. All right. Now let's talk about the rules of journaling. So the first rule, or you can say the thumb rule about journaling, is that there is no rule at all. Yay! Yes, there is no rule for journaling. You can write absolutely anything and everything that's on your mind. See, the whole idea about journaling is emptying your thoughts and putting it on paper or an app, whatever you are using. But at the end of the day, the whole idea is to empty your mind and allow everything to flow out. So there cannot be any rule to what thoughts you are having. It could be something about the future, it could be about a goal, it could be about a past event that you have experienced, or it could be about a person, it could be about a thing, it could be about the day, it could be about the moment, it could be about your imagination. Oh my god, I can go on and on. It could be just about anything. All you have to do is allow your thoughts to flow and bring it into words and put it on paper. Also remember, your thoughts become things. So be very careful. Make sure you are 100% honest about what you are saying, what you are putting out. It is not something that people are going to read. More often than not, we hold back things because we feel we are going to be judged if we say a certain thing or if we express ourselves in a certain way. Now, your journal is the place where you get to bear it all open. Make sure you do not write with the thought that somebody might need it. That's when you hold back, and that's not the idea of journaling at all. There are some apps, I believe, which allow the posts to be shared on social media. I'm not very sure because I haven't used a single journaling app ever in my life. But yes, I do understand that some kind of apps are available. But in my opinion, I feel that's not what journaling should be about. It should not be about putting it out in the open and sharing it with your social media associations and acquaintances. So that's not what I would prefer. But make sure you're not holding back anything, because that is where you get all your clarity from. That is where the self discovery happens. In case you are a beginner, you don't know what journaling is all about, ask yourself questions. What am I thinking about? What do I want to do for the future? What is it that I expected from XYZ person? What is it that I was expecting at a particular situation? What is it that I want to eat today? What is it that I want to do today? It could be anything and everything. So allow your thoughts to flow. Ask yourself questions. Also, at this point of time, I would like to remind that make sure you ask the right questions, because the quality of the questions you ask yourself gives you the quality of answers that you put out, and those are the things which will impact your self discovery process. It will impact the way you look at your life, you plan ahead, you think, you execute your actions. A lot of things are dependent on the way you allow yourself to express in your personal journal. So definitely I would say make sure that you are asking the right questions. Ask the quality questions which you would like to get answered. Do not ask questions which are vague, which do not have any meaning whatsoever. Like, do not ask like, all right, what if something happens? Those are make believe questions which are not there in the space. So yeah, those are the kind of questions I would definitely recommend that you stay away from. But again, if that's what you're thinking about, put it out in the journal. That's what the purpose of the journal is. I personally write in the morning and at night. So in the morning, I usually write about the things that I want to do during the day, and at night, I usually write about my last thoughts of the day, or maybe the hits and misses I've had during the day. So these are the kind of things I like to write about in my journal. Apart from that, I have different kinds of journals. So there's one journal which is all about the new ideas which I have. There's one journal where I just write down the random notes I'm feeling like taking down when I'm maybe listening to a podcast or a lecture, or even if I am conducting something and I just get a thought, I just quickly write it down in my journal. There's something that it's like a scribble book. So I just scribble whatever I want to scribble in that. So that's the best. That's the beauty of journaling, that you don't have to follow any rule, and you can allow yourself to take out your thoughts however you like. I hope this video helps you, because I'm just trying to pep people up for journaling. I'm trying to motivate and push people towards this habit, because this is a habit which I find is dying. And very few people consciously practice the habit of journaling, and I'm very honestly speaking, this is not something that I want to happen, because as a life coach, I can say one thing, that journaling is one habit that can bring about exemplary, phenomenal changes in your life. This is a discovery process which only you can take yourself through. Nobody can influence it, impact it the way you can. So take this habit very, very seriously. This is something which will benefit you in the long run in a huge way. So thank you for watching this video. If you're still watching it, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do that and hit the notifications bell, because I don't want you to miss out on any of my videos. Thank you so much for being here. Do write down anything that you have felt about in this video, and if you want anything particular that you want to ask about, you want to know about, do share your questions with me in the comment section below, or you can DM me on any of my social media platforms. That's all for this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.